Well, well, well. We are back at it again, guys. Today I'm here to talk about a pair of knives, a very beautiful pair that I'm way behind on doing. These actually got shipped to me right after I got out of the hospital, and I've had them here for a while, and I'm just kind of getting back into it. But anyway, the owner, Guri, my friend down in Bakersfield, California, has been gracious and says, "Don't care, don't worry about it." And in the meantime, he's sent me more knives, which I have under the table to get to as well. The maker, Gene Baldwin from Rugged Mountain Blades and Mountain Cutlery. Same company, same maker. These two knives were made by the Rugged Mountain, genre, if you will. The Mountain Cutlery is more wedding cakes, custom chef knives, things of that nature. Here is his information. Please go check him out. Gene at Mountain Cutlery. This one here is a little different, but same thing. I'm sure the emails go straight to his phone regardless. So there you go. But go check him out. If you're not following him, you are missing out. He does some amazing knives. As we will see here, I do not have one of his chef knives here. He did make a wedding knife for my eldest son, which was super, super cool. I did a whole video on that. I'll put it down in the corner at the end of the video if you want to go check that out. It's worth checking out. My son got to pick out the blade material from Baker Forge. I got to personally pick out with Gene the handle material at Blade Show West. I met the owner of who made the handle material. It was just a fantastic experience. And I'm not saying that because Gene built it for free. He charged me normal price. That's just how it goes. So anyway, you probably don't care about my kid's wedding and his wedding knife. If you do, you can go check out that video. But we are here to talk about these two knives today. You kind of get a 2-for-1 today because they are basically the same knife. This is the K2, which is named after the second highest mountain in the world. And this is the Gannett, which is named after the highest mountain range in Wyoming. If you follow Gene, you will learn all of his knife models are named after mountain ranges. He is a big outdoorsy guy. That's where it started. Hunting, fishing, camping, all of that good stuff. These are a couple of fantastic knives. Let's just talk about the K2 first. We'll put the Gannett up here just out of the way. When you first pick this thing up, you are going to want to go and stab through a car door or through a cardboard box or something. You're just going to want to. It is just that's not going to work out the way I thought it would. But you get the point. If this was a box, it would have gone all the way through and actually done something. Okay, that was pretty weak. But whatever. I don't edit. You just get live TV, so that'll be in there. But you get this in hand and you just want to go stab something. The jimping is really aggressive here. With gloves on, you're going to be perfectly fine. With bare hands, I don't think you're going to cut yourself, but yeah, it's a little aggressive. But this thing feels so great in the hand, I don't think you need the jimping. You're locked in really solid. Some specs on this thing. 8 3/8 overall. 3.89 inch blade. 0.023 behind the edge. This is Adam DeVille Feather Damascus. And let's just put these together and zoom in a little bit. These are just like a perfectly matched pair. I mean, I don't know you could get it any more perfect if you try. These things are freaking amazing looking. These are just beautiful knives. Okay. This one weighs in at 7.8 ounces for the knife alone. If you put it in the sheath, you're at a total of 11.1 ounces. This sheath, I really like it. Made by Concealment Solutions. Also, they're in the Utah area. I've met the owner as well. I like this translucent, semi-translucent, topographical design. It gives you a glimpse, a little preview of that beautiful blade. And you're not sure, is that the blade or is that just markings on the sheath? And then when you deploy this knife, you see that beautiful, beautiful pattern. Just amazing. Okay. On the backside, you have just a gray, and then you've got this leather piece here with the belt loop. Has a double layer. So you have the gray and the topographical. One thing I don't like about, I don't love this attachment point. Okay. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to the Gannett, because the knife kind of moves a little bit. For me, I want the knife to just be in the same exact spot every time I reach for it. We fix that with this type of a deployment or this type of clip, which I have on my Gannett. So I put this on my belt, I carry it horizontal like this, and it works fantastic. But we'll talk more about that when we get to the Gannett. What else is cool about this knife is the handle material. You have a water buffalo horn up here at the bolster. You have some copper and G10 little spacers. And then you get to here in the middle, we have copper and black true stone. And then back here in the back, you have mammoth tusk. And then it's got like this rock pattern that Gene just, kind of freehand grinds into the scales. So no two are ever alike. They all feel great in the hand. This texturing here, kind of in and out, is just fantastic in the hand. And then you've got the jimping up on top. I love the feather pattern through the entire back spacer. Through the full tang of the knife. And then you've got some black, I'm going to guess these are G10 pins here in the back. And then you have mosaic pins with copper in the front to really contrast the handle scales. And I think it's beautiful. Just stunning. Okay. So now if we switch directions and we go to this little guy, this is the Gannett, 6 3/4 inches long, 2.57 inch blade, 0.017 behind the edge, same blade steel. This one weighs in at 4.6 ounces, or with the sheath, 7.1. Okay. Again, beautiful handle scales. This one fits right in your hand. The jimping is a little less aggressive on this one, I feel, although they look very similar. This one runs up a little farther, which I like. If I just grab this and I put my thumb out, I'm missing the jimping. But you have a little swedge up on top ground in, which is super nice. This one's flat all the way across the top. Perfect amount of jimping. This one works great. This would make a really great camping, hunting type of knife. This absolutely does make an amazing EDC fixed blade. I am not a fixed blade guy in general. When I got the box of these two, this was also in the box, and that was a gift for me from Gene as a get well quick present, and hey, you're just a good guy, I wanted to give you something present. I have been carrying this on my person since the day I got it. Well, whenever I leave the house, which isn't all that often because I'm still in recovery, but that's a different story. And I have tried to use this for every cutting task I have had at the house. Slightly different. This one's 80 CRV, I think. More, not as fancy of a scale and all that. But again, this was made as a gift. Cheap and inexpensive as a gift for me. Not fancy for a paying customer. But even, and I can't really explain it, but even the grinding of the scales and the handle is slightly different. I kind of like the way this one feels in my hand more than this one. But hey, that's just me. So anyway, this thing is an amazing box cutting fool. I used it yesterday for about half an hour, getting rid of a ton of Amazon boxes that I had in the garage. And this shape, this handle, the feel works amazing. I used mine. I didn't use Gurry's. Okay. The scales on this one, let's get a close up on this. Carbon fiber for the bolster with the black pins. Turquoise and copper, or just turquoise true stone, and mammoth molar for the scale. All black pins on this one. Again, you can see the feather pattern in the tang. There's some, this one looks like some silver spacers in G10. The K2 had copper and G10 spacers, liners, if you will. These things are badass. There's just no two ways to say it. They're badass knives. Custom-made sheaths for each specific one. This Gannett does not fit in this sheath, and this Gannett does not fit in the other sheath. This is my preferred way of carrying. It just works really great for me. Even with my rapid weight loss, it's still very concealable under just a t-shirt. And it's right there ready to go if and when I need it. Guri, the owner of these, told me to use them. These things are sharp. They are going to cut what you need to cut. Even though it didn't, my stabbing into the box didn't really work out the way I wanted, but you get the idea. These things are great. And on top of it, Gene is just really a nice guy. I have every feeling that if I called him right now on a Sunday morning and said, Gene, I have a problem, I need this, XYZ, he would do whatever he could to make it happen. I feel that in my bones. And talk to him a lot on the phone, message back and forth all the time. He's been there throughout my whole illness in the hospital, checking on me and things like that. And I really like to support good guys. And Gene is a good guy. So please go check him out. I'll put links to his websites, Instagram, and all that stuff down in the description. If you made it this far, comment K2 down below. And if you're not subscribed already, please do. I'm trying to really, I lost several months when I was in the hospital, and I'm really trying to build that back up. Get my views up, get my subs up, all that, because, you know, yeah, my 2 months in the hospital really kind of hit the YouTube channel a little bit. So I'm trying to redo that. So if you're not subscribed already, please think about it. Like the video, comment, share it with your friends, tell your friends about me, all that good YouTube stuff. You know the deal. So thanks for watching. Go check out Gene. And have yourselves a fantastic day.